Hi, I'm Harry Stegall, and this message is designed specifically for the men and women of the North Carolina Highway Patrol. I'm your wake-up call. Now, we normally don't get a wake-up call until an officer is killed in the line of duty, and it even hurts worse, and we think more about it if it's in our organization or close by. I want to take you on a little trip back in time. Let's go back to December 1972. Trooper Larry Walton stopped a car for careless and reckless driving. Before he could take control of the situation, the three men got out of the car, jumped him, took his .357 Magnum, shot him 6 times and killed him. In October of 1974, Sergeant Aldridge and Trooper Knipe were in the breathalyzer room in Asheville fixing to administer a test. With no indication of problems, the suspect lurched for one of the troopers' guns, shot them both to death with their .357 Magnums. I saw pictures of both of those deaths, and I want to tell you, it was ugly. I joined the North Carolina Highway Patrol in January of 1975, and all through our training, I thought I would do something different. I don't know what these guys did. We'll probably never know, but I don't think I would do the same thing they did. I don't believe anybody could shoot me. Well, then all of a sudden September rolls around 1975. Trooper Tom Davis, Martin County, stops the car for a minor traffic violation. As he approaches the vehicle, man sticks a shotgun out the back window, shoots him right here in the neck, kills him. Trooper Davis did not know that that vehicle and those 3 occupants of that vehicle had just been involved in a bank robbery just minutes earlier. 12 days later, just 12 days, Trooper Hugh Griffin, Pender County, Sunday afternoon, stops a car, gathers the driver's license and registration from the vehicle, starts to go back to his car to check this stuff out, and 2 assailants hung out of the car and shot him in the back, killed him. He died in the front seat of his patrol car trying to call for help. Then 35 days later, I, working US 74 in Scotland County, stop a car. Speeding ticket. I didn't know the man was wanted for murder. After having some conversation with him beside the vehicle, I turned to walk away. He called me back, produced a .380 automatic, shot me 7 times. 4 times in the chest, right here where my hand is, once in the neck, once in the arm, and once in the leg, and left me for dead. Now, I speak for those 6 men. I know the question you want to ask is, when you got up that morning, did you think you were going to get shot? And the answer is absolutely not. We all admit that we accept the risks, that we know the risks are out there, and we know it can happen. But deep down inside, we always say, I would do something different. I would have never let that happen. I don't know what they did, but I would do something different. Well, the next question you might want to ask is, did you do anything wrong? And I can tell you the answer for all 6 of us, 7 of us. The answer is no. According to policy and procedure, nobody really did anything wrong. The next question you might want to ask is, well, would you do something different? Well, heck yeah, I'd do something different. But you see, we didn't have the advantage of knowing that those people were going to try to kill us. And you don't have that advantage either. You have no idea what's in that car, either driving or an occupant that wants to try to kill you. Now, the ratio of people that try to kill police officers has gone way up from where it used to be. So there are people out there that will shoot you a lot faster than they used to. Now, you may have a car stopped going to write the guy a ticket for 80 and a 60. No problem. He knows he can get away from you and go on about his business. But then you detect something and you see something in the car and you say, can I search your car? And now he knows his secret's going to be found. You've got to go back to the basics every time you make a violator contact, a traffic stop, whatever you want to call it. You have got to go back to the thought that everybody you stop could try to kill you. That's the only thing that's going to keep you alive. Would we have approached those vehicles if we had known those people had guns and were going to try to shoot us? Well, absolutely not. And would you? No way. You would never walk up to a car if you knew they had a gun and they might shoot you. But you don't know that. The basics are you have to treat every vehicle stop, every violator contact, whether it's on the side of the road, wherever, you have to treat that contact as if that person is going to try to kill you. That's just the way it is. You have to go back to the basics. You have to protect yourself. I don't want to see you on that wall. I've got some close friends' names on that wall at the training center. It hurts me every time I look at that wall and see those names. I think about all the good times we had and all the good times we could have had. And would they have done something different? I'm sure they would. Did they do anything wrong? No. But they didn't know the people that were going to kill them were going to try to kill them. That wasn't part of the game. They didn't understand that. This is not your daddy's highway patrol. For those of you that are second generation, this is not your granddaddy's highway patrol. For those of you that are third generation, this is a different world. There are people out there that will hurt you. You have to be careful. You can't say, I will do something different, it won't happen to me. You have got to realize, first and foremost, up front, every time you go to work, that this can't happen. And this just can't be in the back of your mind and say, well, I know it can happen, but I don't think it will. No, sir, you've got to go to work and you've got to protect yourself every day. If you don't, you'll be on the wall. I want to give you a little story here. Tell you how it used to be back in the 70s, because like I said, most of you weren't even born. A lot of times we made up the rules as we went. Can't do that anymore. I had two guys one time that were arguing about something that they said did or didn't happen or was or wasn't part of the law book. And one of them was arguing it was and one wasn't. And so they said, well, you settle this. And I said, well, sure, what is it? And he said, well, Trooper Fields made me read this in the headlights of his car after he hit me in the head with a blackjack. And I said, well, what did you have to read? And he said, I read in the rule book that you can run from the city, you can run from the county, but if you run from the highway patrol, it's an automatic ass whipping. And I looked at him and I said, well, of course that's it. That's the way it always has been. As a matter of fact, it's on your driver's license test. Did you not see it? And of course, the guy that was saying it, that's not right, he said, well, I don't read very good, so I guess I missed it. And I said, well, when you see the highway patrol coming, buddy, you better pull over because this is a different thing, okay? Guys, all I want you to do is let me be your wake-up call before tragedy strikes. Be safe, be careful, and don't be on that wall. Thank you.